Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I have a super special guest with me today. His name is Chad Hendrickson. He is my husband. So I just thought it would be really fun to have his perspective on how things are going since our new foster care placement, and just we've actually been having maybe a few more struggles this week, and just things are sinking in and we're a little bit more stressed than we have been. Things are still going great, but I just wanted to have his perspective on how things are going because it's just good. It's good to have a different perspective. So anyways, this is Chad.
Hi.
Hi. So how do you think our foster placement is going? What do you like about it? Let's start with that.
Well, I like the kids, obviously. There's lots of good things about it. It's nice having a little girl. We've always wanted a little girl. We probably needed another female in the house, I would say.
It's fun.
We have a lot of boys.
We bought
I like boys.
our first Barbie today. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a brown Barbie.
I didn't sign off on that, but
it's really fun. We bought it.
All right, but they're fun. They have their issues, but like for the most part, it's like it had every setup to be like a horror. One of those horror type scenarios that you hear about in your pride classes or whatever they're called. I don't even remember. But those classes where they show you the videos of like, you know, crazy experiences, it had the setup to be that, and I don't think it has been that at all. I mean, there's things that are hard for us right now, but it's not a nightmare. It's not like a horrible experience. It's not like all the terribleness that they tell you it's going to be. I'm pretty particular, like, and I think they're doing like really well. Like they're adjusting really well. Like from day one, they've said that they loved us and good night to us. And our boys that we've adopted still sometimes struggle to like say that they love us. Not they don't really struggle. One of them's 14.
They're just like more
Any 14-year-old struggles to. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I was 14, I probably struggled to tell my dad. And I'm not adopted, obviously. That you know, I loved him, but you know it. But it's still sometimes weird. But for them, it has. For the new ones, it has not been weird at all to like say "I love you, Dad," and and they call us Dad and Mom like immediately. It took us like years to get the ones we've adopted, like Augustine and Nay, to say that.
Right. And it's been like, I've been like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? And we're just kind of rolling with it like it's a good thing. Maybe they're experiencing like trauma and this is how they're dealing with it. They're calling us Mom and Dad. And they're a little bit younger than Augie and they were. So maybe that's part of
and
it.
I think a lot of us, they want to be accepted. They super want to be accepted, you know. And they're just different. They're more American than like Augustine and Nay were. Like as far as their rational
cultural
cultural thing. Like you know. Nay and Augustine are just quieter. Like, I mean, they're from Burma. They're like, even if they don't remember living there, like, they still inherit.
They
all
do
this
have that culture
from that culture,
which we love. We love culture, so that's really fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just interesting, like how they pick up on culture that they really haven't ever been around.
Cool. Well, what are some of your struggles that you've experienced since they came in? Maybe I'll share a few of mine, but
well. I do the housework, most of the housework around here, because she's the money maker. So I do work, but
it's just reverse roles. It's okay. Girls can work, guys can stay at home. It's okay. It's normal.
I would say the first day they came, generally I do maybe 4 loads of laundry a week, I would guess, and most of it's like May and Augustine's, okay? Mine, I might do a load a week, and maybe sometimes I can make it 2 weeks, honestly, without having to do a load. But when they came, I feel like I did 4 loads in the first day, and I'm pretty sure I did do 4 loads in the first day. No, I mean, part of that's like, I just needed to do Nay and Augustine's at that time, and then they brought their own. So then it was just like this. But then, like, for the next 3 days, I was still doing laundry. Like, and I did 4 loads that first day. So it's like, I don't know how many loads of laundry I did that first day. It's just nuts, and meal preparation.
Yeah, and you have to do most of the kids' laundry the first day you come in because of like lice and just other things. You should just do that as a general rule. We were lucky to get it from another foster placement, so some stuff is another foster home, so some of their stuff is clean, but you should still just do it because of lice and other things. It's just smart. You just want to take care of that stuff.
Most of it's normal stuff, but it's also just like it's day-to-day stuff that you're not expecting. You know, like, I mean, I took the food budget up as soon as we got the kids, but we just blew it away. Like, I mean, like I took it up, like I thought a reasonable amount, and we just blew that amount out of the water. And then so I took it up again, and I think we're gonna blow it out of the water again. I mean, I don't even know why. I don't know why it's costing so much. They're the two smallest kids. I don't know why they're taking up our food budget, like, and they like reject all vegetables and reject. You feel like they're not eating half the food that you're serving them, but somehow someone is eating like $200 more worth of food in our house. I don't know, but maybe we're stress eating, but somebody is eating a lot more food.
Yeah, so like some people think that when kids come into care, that like you make a lot of money off of these kids, like foster parents make a lot of money. In my opinion, it's kind of like middle of the road. Like it's like it just covers your expenses. It really does. I mean, every once in a while you'll have a surplus of money, then every once in a while there'd be a birthday and you spend an extra couple $100s on the kid. Like it just depends on the month. And this month we were obviously spending more on them because we just got them, and
you spend more when you're
at the initial setup. It takes a little bit more.
There's times of the year, like start of school, start like, you know, start of anything new, start of the summer, like you know, whatever, water park passes, like, you know, just things come up.
And then like the DSS sometimes will like reimburse you for special purchases, like we purchased mattresses and stuff like that, but it might not be for like another month or 6 weeks.
We were supposed to get that
or something like that.
Something fell through with that. I don't know, but you know. But
we just gotta be flexible. Yeah.
They have beds, I guess. We already had beds.
Yeah. For me, like one of my biggest struggles right now is like the unknown, like not knowing like if the kids are gonna go back or not, or if like I don't know. I just don't know anything about them at all. So that's a struggle. Like I don't know any of their health history or anything. So like that sometimes is hard for me. Like
and you don't know much about their family either, so. And the whole scenario with the ethnicity and like the hardness to adopt them, it just
that makes it really hard. And I watched a video about this ethnicity group last night
before she went to bed, as if that
like
was a great
there was
idea.
a child that was taken from a foster parent's home after lived there for 4 years, and like I just cried hysterically for a little bit because it was really hard for me. So anyways, people like say stuff to us all the time like, you guys are superheroes, you guys are awesome, and like I don't know how to like if it's not true. Like
when we went to bed last night, we didn't feel like superheroes.
We just felt like a little weak.
I just wanted to go to bed and not talk to anyone.
Right, and
so,
yeah,
it's not because the
we
kids
had to
are
pray for each other,
anything.
and I don't know how people do this without Jesus. Honestly, it's hard. So like, there's parts of it that are really hard, and like you just want to give yourself, and like this is what I feel like we should do, no matter what. Is like just give our hearts away as much as possible to these kids, and then if they're taken away from us. Like we're grown-ups, we can handle it. So we're not guarding ourselves at all from them. But it is like, it is scary, you know? It's like the fear, this brings up a whole bunch of stuff inside of you that you don't know is there. Some fears.
Yeah. I would say with Augustine and Nay, I really thought they would get taken away. I mean, we've adopted them now, but I really always kind of treated it in the back of my mind as if they were always going to be taken away from us. Because like, that's generally how I handle things in my life. Like I, you know, like prepare for the worst, so like that you're not like so disappointed. But like so the last couple of placements, even with we had a little girl for like a very little bit, I've tried to treat it totally different. Like this person's gonna, you know, this child's gonna stay with me forever, so I'm just gonna treat her like she's my child. Right. And that's how I've done. And she was taken away like a week later, but
that's really hard.
So she
just
cried
like
a lot.
Embraced it, and then it's like,
you know,
bam.
But I needed it for myself and for like really the kid, to be honest. If they do stay with us, I need to do that. Like I mean, is that probably part of the awkwardness with the father thing and them, and Augustine and Nate saying they love us and all that stuff with that was because like I always thought it was a possibility they might be taken away. So I might have like, you know, unbeknownst to me, kept them somewhat at a distance, even though I wasn't trying to, but just, you know, subconsciously might have. So I'm trying not to do that with. I mean, we have a great relationship with Augustine and Nate now and stuff.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But and like they're great kids, and we're glad we adopted them, obviously. But I just don't like, if there was some weird thing, I don't want that for these kids. I want to, you know, offer them my love and like my fathership,
unhindered love,
right away. And like if they, you know, if they hadn't called me like, you know, dad for 3 years, you know, I don't
Doesn't
care.
matter.
I don't need them to call me
Yeah,
that.
we're grown-ups.
necessarily. It's
We
cool
can
that they
handle
do.
it.
You're like, but
Yeah.
I don't need them to call me that. Like it doesn't matter. If they call
That's
me
right.
Chad for the rest of their lives, I guess it's really not going to be that big of an issue for me.
Yep.
Like I really just want to like be there for them and
Yep.
love them the way I'm supposed to.
That's good. That's so good. Well, I think that's pretty much all we have time for. Do you want to say anything else?
I'm good.
Anyways, well, I just would like love to start opening conversations with people. Like the reason why I'm doing these foster care videos is lots of people are saying like they have questions about foster care, they want to do it someday. So I'm just trying to like make this available as like a resource for people that want to adopt or do foster care someday. So anyways, if you have any questions like that, please comment below. I'd love to like open up a forum for that. And then also please click subscribe so that you can keep getting updates from us. And we'll be posting every Monday or Tuesday, depending on my day off. So anyways, I hope you guys have the best day ever, and I'll see you next time.